Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Charlotte 49ers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Charlotte's offense takes the field. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
Right back to the well. The 49ers get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his...
Looking to take a shot. And he's got it at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Niners.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on first and 10. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You can see that.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that is the way you set the tone, man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes with the first and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about?
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the 49ers are rolling down the field. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. Tackled immediately after the catch. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Offense getting set for first down. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second and 10 here. From the gun, running back on the move. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He shanked it. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Got his man down the middle.
And really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. Just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Finds his tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the 49ers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's right on target. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Charlotte. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way, but put a good drive together. This is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hope. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Hope. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
Catch in the middle, it's Woodward. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. pulls and fires complete to the right. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Got it in the middle, it's Samuel. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because...
And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And on 2nd and short, they'll send 3 receivers wide right. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quarterback adapting. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, 49ers!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
That's a first down on the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Hope. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room. In there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Moving away from pressure. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Quickly complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The snap sets up to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Charlotte! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing that he's going to sit down when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Open space at the 25. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's Woodward. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Finds a big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
The 49ers will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now 2nd and 10. Running to the left. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Off the play fake. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
The pull and throw off the RPO. That's a 20. He's got space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. How about this on first and goal? The give to the wide receiver. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Memphis. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
With jet sweep pass. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets...
Time to take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the 49ers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catches. Their specialty can make some magic happen.
Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made a nice tackle, setting up fourth down.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from. Touchdown, Niners! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense for the 3's coming soon.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win. That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys who like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the 49ers are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David can swing the ball pops out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this is the point of a game in the 4th quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Afterburners coming.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, Charlotte, 35.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The 49ers want to crank the tempo. Buys a little time with his feet. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Feeling some heat. The short hands, it's Jones. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's caught. It's Jones. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop.
Touchdown 49ers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
He's going up top. And that pass is intercepted. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.